But another opportunity for the Rockets. Yao Ming being played here by Brendan Haywood. Yao, a little scoop shot.
That jump shot, and he makes a huge number going to his left.
Kristen Leitner gets the roll, so the Wizards with a 7-4 lead.
And they did that against Houston's 2-3 zone. Houston was very effective in their zone in their win over Washington earlier in the year.
Eddie Griffin. Michael Jordan now being played by Cuttino Mobley. Here's Jordan. Yes. Well, Michael able to spin and go to the fadeaway despite that beat by Bruised.
Gets down that low post area, gets a feel for when the double team is coming from. Now he turns away to the baseline and has the elevation there to knock it down.
Rebound. Posey gets picked off and Jordan hits again.
We see Michael set him up, Yao lays back. That's all the room Michael needs to get a look.
Michael Jordan, a question mark for tonight after taking that knee in the thigh the other night in the game against the Pacers after coming in.
What I love about Yao is that he combines both humility and passion for the game.
Ed's minutes, if the leg doesn't tighten up, or do you take him out to give him a rest, and then the leg perhaps tightens up, and he can't go when he comes back in.
Posey looking for the steal, made contact, called for the foul. Again, welcome Ryan Christopher to the world. Chris Collins, an assistant coach at Duke University. Here is George with the fade.
I don't think I could do it anymore. I really don't. And then the next day he's named head coach of the Wizards. How can he do that to us?
Oh, what a move by Posey.
For a second, after listening to Jeff, is Doug a coach or is he an official?
Because he was
he just
nice.
Oh, it's like the same thing with the official.
Lou gets it off.
Kid that sometimes I think he's trying to do too much for too many people. He's got to think of himself and his team first.
The Wizards now lead 45-35. Quick release by Jordan.
But wouldn't you be up crowding Jordan because you know he's not going to take it to the basket tonight because of the bad leg?
That's also the effects of age. He's just not a driver anymore. He's a jump shooter. Guys think too much back to his 20s when he was dunking on people. He is a jump shooting post-up player.
As we see right there, off the spin on the subject of Michael's age last Friday here in Washington. He put up 43 points, becoming the only player 40 years of age or older to score 40 or more points.
Almost on cue, just as Jeff said it, he's a jump shooter now at this point in his career. Michael Jordan, one more time with the jump shot, 7 for 9 from the floor. I'd rather say that this is a pretty good example of moving without the basketball. Set the man up, take him in, read your screen, curl it tight so the defensive man cannot follow you or get on the inside of you.
Michael Jordan was a question mark for tonight's game because of the injury and has had one of his best halves of the season.
The only question that remains is he going to get 40 again at 40? If we could all be like him, he wouldn't be so special. There will be no one like him, and he's doing it.
Steve Francis, Michael Jordan guarded by James Posey. They clear it out for Jordan now. Help as Griffin comes on. Leitner. Here's Yao facing single coverage. A series of fakes that is rejected by Haywood. The lob for Stackhouse.
Sustain their emotion and their passion, or are they going to allow Houston to get right back in the game?
Griffin set the pick. Here's Posey. Offensive foul. What a disaster here for James Posey.
Wait a minute, this guy's supposed to have a bad leg, so what does he do? He stepped over in front of a guy driving to the basket and takes the offensive foul. Obi getting off the way he was, but they were there and forcing, overtime periods in that particular game. They've done it here.
Haywood with another block. Here comes Jordan. Yes! And the foul! Maurice Taylor got it from the angle. Michael Jordan with a three-point play opportunity.
Maurice Taylor can't love Michael Jordan. Advance pass. Man, that is just, you got to take a guy out on that. You got to make him shoot 2 free throws.
And now defensively, so uptight in the importance and significance of the game. But what they're learning here as Michael Jordan hits another jump shot.
Taking a lot of time. Taylor gets to the rim and talks, and the foul.
I'm surprised Glenn Rice is not in the game right now.
Here's Mobley looking to tie. He does! Dixon, played by Francis. Down to 10 seconds. Out Jordan. Down to 5. Jordan forced out by Taylor. Goes to his left. Jordan with the jumper. And we're headed to overtime.
The Wizards got what they wanted. They got a 6'10" power forward switching out on Michael Jordan. They isolate him. Jordan thinks this thing is going in. It looks like it's online. A little long. Hits the back of the rim.
And they're going with Juan Dixon at the point. Here's Jordan backing Mobley. Jordan challenged. Yeah, it counts. And the foul. He protected the ball as he went up against the 7'5" Yao
In the game. Well, this is what it's done tonight for the Wizards as Yao turns and shoots it over the much smaller Layup. 19 turnovers for the Wizards. Only 8 turnovers for the Rockets. 82 field goal attempts for the Rockets to just 67 for the Wizards. You get that many more shots at the basket when you keep turning it over like they are.
And that's the first time Houston has led since the early minutes. Good job by Hawkins on Jordan, who still is able to hit the fadeaway. Jordan comes off the screen. Hawkins able to recover. Now Jordan taking advantage of the opening. Christian Laettner.
This is a very difficult shot for Michael because he is out away from the basket, turning towards the baseline, makes it with some distance on that particular shot, and then you see Yao gets caught, getting ready to show on the screen.
52 minutes this past Sunday in the overtime against the Mavericks, has played 48 of a possible 51. And this is a guy who's hurting. Michael Jordan excelling in the overtime. He now has 31 points on the night. Wizards with the ball up by 2, just under 2 to go in OT. Here's Jordan. Yes!
Ryan the basketball, and here's where the officials feels that Michael just went straight up instead of throwing Hawkins down. Rudy T doesn't quite agree with that call.
Jordan facing the double. Oh, somehow was able to swing away. It will count as a goaltend on Yao Ming. Well, Jordan is now 5 for 5 from the field in overtime. He has scored all 10 points for Washington. Coming up on a minute left in the overtime session. Wizards with a full-court advantage. Taylor over Oakley. And just Francis checking the clock. Changed his mind. He wanted to shoot it through. Mobley fires. And it's all over.
We can never really get off our heels. You know, I had a good look to end the game. I thought I made it. When we win in overtime, it's all about execution. You know, got to take the ball inside. Jerry hit a big shot. I hit a couple big shots. And our defense held up. You know, I mean, Mo Taylor got hot. No matter who we put on him, he was making big shots. It was a good win. I mean, we could have played better in the fourth quarter, but a win's a win.
Let's talk about the fourth quarter, because it looked like at times that we were dragging the leg. In overtime, it looked like the mobility was much better.
Yeah, you know, I got a little tired, you know, and she was telling me that my biggest thing is because I got some swelling in there, that the muscles are not going to fire and it's going to tire out real quickly. And in the fourth quarter, my leg got a little dead, got a little tired. I don't know how I made it in the overtime. You know, I guess it was a game situation where I got some good looks and I just made some good shots, but you know, my legs is really fatigued right now, which, you know, exactly what he said with the swelling.
Obviously, this was a terrific win tonight, especially if you look at your schedule, next 5 games, 4 of them and at home, and it's a great way for you to catch up to Orlando.
Well, with a young team, we better look at the next game and stay focused on that next game. The way we've been playing, we've been taking a game at a time. We've been playing good, solid basketball. We start looking at the schedule, our mind goes crazy. So, I mean, let's think about Chicago.